more recently just again talks about ashwagandha safety in the industry. We are the gold standard. We have now self-affirmed grass status up to as high as, so you see the accepted for publication up to 2 grams per day. That is a study that we are awaiting, and it has been accepted for publication. Today approved though is at 1.6 grams. So if anyone's looking for what our current approved, we are up to 1.6 grams. And that's per person per day. Now, typical general dosaging when you're looking at our actual clinical studies are going to be up to between 225 milligrams up to 600 milligrams, depending on the study. So you're not even getting close to obviously touch on it. At the end of the day, most people are not going to get that overdosage into the 2 grams, unless you were getting a little wild with the chocolate bars or whatever number of things that you might be eating. But typical dosaging in those categories when you're using in food and beverage are going to be really much more on like the 50 to 225 milligrams per dose in the actual food itself. So again, someone would have to get really wild to tenfold, their intake on a bar, drinks. Not to say it doesn't happen, but then again, we have the safety over the course of every single day use over the course of a year, right? The goal then, after the 2 studies go through the finalization of publication, will be then the submission for a FDA recognized grass as well. So that is the goal. That's the end goal for us. We would be the first ashwagandha in the industry to achieve that. So kind of just running through, these are some, we won't call them vanity metrics. They do matter. We do have wide distribution of brands worldwide. The 4,500 plus number continues to grow as people adopt ashwagandha, and that was the goal when we set out to do that 15 plus years ago, right? Was to become a household name of ashwagandha. Featuring 62 countries, 45 plus, you can read the numbers. It's at the end of the day, our goal is to be able to make ashwagandha the most widespread herbal extract in the industry, right? To allow for people to use it in all facets. In India, this is very common, right? In Ayurvedic medicine, very common. It wasn't always that way in the US, in Canada, in Europe. It was very much sustained into its more generalized population where it was used very regularly. The goal was to change that, and so far we feel very proud of what we've accomplished to this day to achieve where we're at now.